Well, chat, I'm literally here in fucking Mexico, bro. Holy shit, man. Do I got the shit to tell y'all, bro. Let's get into it right now. Man, do I have the fucking story for y'all, bro. Holy shit, this whole trip, bro. I got here on Thursday or Friday. It was Thursday to Friday night, bro. And man, this shit was fucking, man, like I got here at night. I'm like, keep in mind, I was not born here. I was born over there in the United States, bro. Over there, man, it's safe, man. Over here, nah, hell nah, bro. Let me fucking tell y'all, bro. Cause this shit is crazy. Let me tell y'all how Mexico really is, chat. As a first gen who has never been here, keep in mind, I was born like after 2000 over there in the US, safe and sound, you know. I mean, keep in mind, when I got here, bro, like, we took some guy, my mom's friend, she dropped us off at a hotel that we thought was the right one. And keep in mind, it's almost like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. We got there and we're at the wrong hotel. They're telling us we gotta go across the street. And we just be looking at each other like, oh, hell no, we're about to get shot. We're about to get mugged. Keep in mind, we got luggage, we got fucking everything. But me, I came with nothing, bro. I didn't come with no clothes. Everything you see right here, bro. Let me show y'all this, bro. Like, you see this right here? I literally bought it here. San Diego and TJ, where it's called CBX or some shit. I recommend y'all to take that. That's the fastest way to get through the border, bro. And well, upon getting there, I see a fucking sign that says, oh, we are looking for these cartel members. Like, you're already giving me cartel propaganda already. I barely just walked into y'all's country and you're telling me these cartel people are already around. But upon further research, most of these guys have been already arrested. There's 2 on the run, but most of them have been already sent to the United States in New York awaiting trial. So I thought those guys were still out, but I mean, keep in mind, they were like old head, you know, they're an old generation, you know. They have new people running these streets or some shit. I don't even fucking know, man. Alright, so day one, you know, I'll be walking around the neighborhood, you know, it's alright. But these buildings are fucking ugly, bro. It's not like the US where like it's spaced out, you know, you have a nice garden or something. There's no apartments. Like, these houses are made out of fucking bricks. Like, oh my gosh, bro, I cannot, like, I would not live there. And keep in mind, I came during the hottest week. It's about to start raining tomorrow, bro. Like, upon arriving, it was already fucking hot. And it was like 12, 11 p.m. to a.m. And over here is 1 hour ahead. So California was 1 hour ahead, well, before. While we exited the airport, it fucking smelled like burnt fucking trees. Like, when I would go camping, man, it would smell exactly like that, chat. And like, it's just crazy, bro. It smelled terrible. And then like the first night was pretty hard. I didn't sleep until like 3 a.m. Or 2. And I woke up like fucking at 9, 10. I usually sleep until 12 or 1 p.m. over at my house. I'm just giving y'all my background, you know, how I'm even here, bro. So, you know, they get petition, you know, they thought they were gonna go, like, it was 2000, they were telling their family, oh, we finna be back in a year, you know, 2 years max. Nah, man, 25 fucking years later, barely they come back, you know, they see all their, like, everyone, like, and then it took me to bring them, bro. Me and my brother, you know, my brother got us this hotel, and then me, I bought the fucking trip, you know, this whole flight, all these Ubers, bro, these fucking taxis, bro, they're scammers, bro. Please do not take them. Just use Uber Or if the guy looks friendly enough, you know, just take him, I guess. Free schooling. You got free fucking parks. You got free bathrooms, bro. Free bathrooms. Over here, you gotta pay 5 pesos, bro. Like, that's crazy how you have to pay to use the restroom. You have to pay to use these stores. Like, over in the US, it's all free, bro. And it's completely different, because if you go into a store and say you accidentally break something, over here you're gonna have to fucking pay for that shit. Over there in the US, they don't give a fuck. You know, you break it, you know, it's alright, you know, it was an accident. Over here, hell nah, you gonna pay for that shit right now, bro. But honestly, there's some parts where it's relatively safe. It's like LA safe, you know, like just walk with precaution. You know, low profile criminals, you got everyone's doing something, bro. You know, the US, they're hungry for meth, marijuana, and they wanted this shit. So, you know, Colombia needed a better way to get an export over there. Right, in the US, one of these exports of all these goods, so, you know, they had to find a better track. And, you know, all those people at the border of Colombia, Guatemala, all those Honduras, I think those are the countries bordering Mexico, you know. And these people basically paid these officials, and they became corrupt. They started building their little routes, and into the US it went. All this started like around the 70s and 80s. And it was low key, like it wasn't that big. It's fucking 10 cartels. Everyone's stealing, everyone's robbing, everyone's killing, everyone's stealing fuels. You know, they're all stealing batteries. However, from my personal experience, I think Mexico's freaking beast. Like, you know, as long as you're watching your back, you know, you just make sure who's around you, bro. It's the same shit as Los Angeles. You just gotta watch out. Keep in mind, there's barely any homeless over here. Like almost 0 to none. Just like old people, like they're not even on fentanyl. Like it's not like the US, you know, where they have a big epidemic of fucking all those drugs, and there's not people like standing around like this, you know, like that shit's sad over there, you know. But over here, there's none of that. Nobody does that shit here. Like, this is just like, you know, the crossing over to the US. I mean, often people from the US criticize Mexico for not doing shit, but you know how the US came, like all these arrests from these big kingpins, they were all arrested with the DEA. They all came in over here. They caught the main heads. But the problem is that you destabilize these organizations, and there starts to be a conflict within these organizations, and they start raging hell on each other. And these random ass families, they get caught in the crossfire, bro. Okay, so there's a little backstory on how Mexico ended here. As for, say, government-funded structure, you know, you have pretty nice roads. I'm not gonna lie, they're okay. The plumbing, it's shitty. Don't drink from the faucet. And if you're gonna walk around during the heat, expect for these sewers to rise with smell, and it's gonna smell terrible. It's gonna smell like you're in a big public toilet. I mean, if you're in the downtown of an industrialized city, it's gonna be better because there's gonna be a lot of police, there's gonna be a lot of National Guard, sometimes even the Marine. The Marine don't play, bro. Like, they seriously do not play around with crime. They're not like, the Marine is federal. The fucking National Guard, I think that's federal or state. Sorry, y'all, somebody done passed by my room. You know, you never know who's listening, chat. I really do have to watch my back over here because it's not like the US, chat. There was so much police around here. Everyone be walking around at 1, 2, 3 a.m. There's fucking little kids out here that are literally walking around, bro. Like, it's honestly safe. I see it safe in this area. And as you know, Mexico is really big on soccer. It's big on, man, they love soccer over here, bro. They really do, chat. And the thing about these people is that they're fucking hard workers, bro. Like, if you come here, you're gonna see everyone and their mama working. The kids are working, the mama's working, the dad is working, the brothers are working, everyone's working. Like, damn, like I wish these people would be over there and not like giving us a better image. However, you know, with good there's bad, and they're crossing over. But recently, it's dropped a significant amount, you know, compared to the previous years. And I think I heard that the U.S. Supreme Court just revoked 250 Colombians' protection status, so they're gonna get fucking probably deported here to Mexico. So it's about to get worse, because Colombians, they bring a lot of problems. I'm not gonna lie, Colombians bring a fuck ton of problems. I mean, if you already crossed like 25 years ago, there's nothing you can do about it. It's already happened. You know, my parents are already vetted. They have legal status in the U.S. Keep in mind, they paid $10,000 for the entire process, and that's not a guarantee, you know, to get papers, you know. But they, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily defend them, but they did, you know. I'd say it was wrong that they just walked in here, you know, walk the fuck in. You know, I would be against that, you know. But I say if I was born here, I would, you know, get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't want to stay here, honestly. I think I'm too ambitious for that. I wouldn't stay here. I think I look for something better. I wouldn't be fucking doing trucking or working on the side of the street or some shit. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. A lot of things to keep in mind when you're eating on the street. Make sure to be careful with the street vendors, because they're not really that clean. People don't use gloves around here. Not even corporate restaurants. They don't even use fucking gloves, bro. They just use their hand, put in a fucking hamburger, and boom, there you go. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to switch up the angle so y'all don't get bored. I mean, this place is similar to the U.S. You know, you got the rich people and you got the poor people. But you over here, you got the poverty. You got people, fucking dirt roads. You got, like, it's fucking horrible. These people, they don't got no AC. There's barely any electrical. They're like the outskirts of this city. There's barely any cellular, you know, towers. And it was pretty hard to get an Uber out of the outskirts because somebody lived there. I gotta go visit everywhere. I had to go visit, and luckily I had my parents to, you know, tour me around. They were helping me with the videos and all that. They were there for support, because there's no fucking way. Like, you know, I came here intentionally because, you know, I want to know what it was really like. Really, these people are fucking hard workers, bro. You think that job at Starbucks, at McDonald's is hard? Bro, you guys are fucking spoiled, bro. Like, the U.S. is spoiled as fuck. And here is what people say about the U.S. People say that we live in a fantasy, that it's not really what it seems. Over here, there's a lot more liberty. You can do whatever you want. But with that liberty, because it comes with a cost. You get corrupt government officials. You get, you know, water you can't even fucking drink. You always have to be buying bottles of water. I mean, I don't see this as liberty, honestly. I'd rather be in the United States. You know, there's a lot of cool people over there, you know. Like, there's a lot of opportunity. It's not like here, bro. They pay you fucking dirt. But the prices over here are worse dirt. You know, like, an Uber over there would cost me like $10 for like 4 miles. Over here, you can go far as fuck for 250 pesos, which is like $15. But that's like really far. Like, I've never seen prices like these. Oh, and the sodas, bro. Over here, the sodas taste like shit. Except Coca-Cola. I think, honestly, that's the only good soda that tastes good over here. So, don't drink Sprite. Don't drink none of that. If you're used to how it is in the United States, man, it's so much sugar, bro. Like, it tastes disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I have to speed this up because I gotta leave the hotel sooner. My parents are gonna come back and we gotta dip, bro. I'm so ready to fucking leave this garbage, bro. I'm like, everybody loves Mexico, but nobody would stay. They're like, hell no, I wouldn't stay here. Hey, but it's nice though. Like, over there, you got concerts, you got everything. Everyone you love, the rappers, the singers, the movies, the entertainment, the life, the weather, everything. And keep in mind, the United States is like situated perfectly, like on the, you know, on the axis of the earth. You know, they're right on the sweet spot, right in the middle. It's not too cold, it's not too hot. It's perfect. Right here in Mexico, they're below that zone, and it usually gets hot. And a lot of people are over here more darker. Me, because I'm not that dark, you know, I usually never went out at home. You know, I like to be home, you know. I'm comfortable at home, you know. I love everything being back home in California. But if you're gonna come visit, you know, don't be out late at night. If you're somewhere more unsafe, don't be out. Don't be fucking out. That's like the main thing around here, you know. Don't be out at night. You know, there's not a lot of protection around here. I mean, I would not consider Mexico a vacation dream utopia. I would say this is more of a come visit this hellhole and, you know, try to survive. You know, if you want to pay to die, you know, the possibility, like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. You might fucking get shot. You might get robbed. You might. I mean, there's people with motorcycles that roll in too. You know, there's usually a guy in the back. He has a backpack. If they stop right next to you, and you have a backpack, they like to go after people with backpacks, or just random ass people just to rob. Keep in mind, this is not cartel. This is not narcos. This is just low level criminal. They're gonna roll up right next to you. They're gonna take out a gun. They're gonna aim it at you, and if you resist, they're just gonna shoot you, and that's the end. The government won't really look into it because they have a lot of on their hands. They're not really that good funded. It's not like the U.S. If you get shot, they're gonna fucking look for you. They're gonna get the FBI. They're gonna get the CIA. They're gonna get everyone involved, bro. They're gonna look for you. They're gonna be a whole manhunt. Like, you're not leaving, bro. You're not gonna escape. Like, realistically, it's extremely low. Over here, they will get away with it. You know, it's tough out here. You know, I feel bad for these people. Like I didn't bring no cash. I didn't bring nothing with me. I just brought card. You know, cause my mom is like, you better not bring money over here. I'm like, okay. Oh, but when I come over here and they barely accept card anywhere, like they do, but there's some places where I want to buy and they just don't. They don't accept, so I'm like, just like they're borrowing from them. And they're over here telling me like, you should have brought money. Like, bro, I wanted to, but you didn't let me to. No, but over here they got all the American corporations. You got Little Caesars, Sam's Club, Costco. You got everyone, Burger King, Little Caesars. I think I'm saying they got DoorDash, Uber. Always take Uber, bro. If you want to be safer, take Uber. They got taxis. It's like, I've never taken a taxi. Like, that's like New York shit. But yeah, the U.S. is mainly to blame for almost everything. You know, all that crack and all that goes to the U.S. The only reason why these narcos got all this heavy artillery and all that, the U.S. It's sad, you know, like it fucking sucks. Over here, these Mexican gangs, they don't play either. Like, nobody playing around here. Like, it's not the U.S. gangs. It's not like these little fucking Edgars walking around with Pro Club with sagging ass pants. They think that they're hood. Well, if they were to come over here to Mexico, well, they'd be rocking their boots and, you know, like, it's different. You know, people, you know, take for granted the system in the U.S. and they make it a disgusting disgrace over there, honestly. And on the third day of being here in Mexico, you know, we were just riding through the main street, called the Boulevard. There was a lot of police. There was some guy dead, like literally fucking dead. He's just out there chilling on the ground. You know, he's just fucking dead. I'm like, what the fuck is this? People are just dying on the street. He got stabbed, apparently. Here's the news article right here. And it's pretty fucking crazy how the news outlets over here would fucking expose you like that. Like, if you die, they're gonna have you in the front cover of the page. You're gonna be the talk of the town. Like, they were literally making fun of this random ass guy. However, it's because he was, you know, in shit. He started a fight with someone. You know, he was losing the guy that was fighting, and eventually he got stabbed in the heart, and he's dead. And his nickname was the dead guy or something like that. Now he's literally dead. And me walking over here, you know, I look American as fuck, apparently. You know, I changed my style so I can fit in more, you know, so I can look more Mexican. But I speak in Spanish, like I'm fluent in both languages, you know. I'm certified, bro, by the state of California, but apparently I have an American accent of Spanish, whatever the fuck that means. So people know if I'm American or not. Honest rating of Mexico, 7 out of 10. You know, people are pretty nice around here. I'm not gonna lie. There's like some old people, you know, they're so nice. You know, everyone's so nice. But if you were to go somewhere else, you know, the young kids, they look exactly like in California. Like, these young kids over here, they want to look like Californians. Like, they're all banged out with hats and fucking, but they're more dark. And like, they actually look, you know, like, it's embarrassing. Honestly, it's honestly embarrassing. This whole gang shit's embarrassing. All this shit's embarrassing, bro. Like, go do something better with your life, bro. Go get a job, bro. Stop being a bum. You know, people will call me a bum, but I'm not in gangs, though. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not doing nothing illegal. Like I don't like drinking. And the legal drinking age is 18 around here. Like everything is 18. I mean, in some areas of Mexico, the age of consent is lower than 18. But if, say, a 30-year-old gets with a 16-year-old, it's legal because that's allowed. But if, they're both consenting, the government says, oh, it's 16 years old around here, do whatever the fuck you want as long as it's not forced, then you're good. Nah, bro, these governments move like stone ages, bro. But honestly, I do believe that one day Mexico will be strong. Hopefully, they become big manufacturers and China gets forgotten, bro. Fuck China, I'm just kidding. We all respect countries, man. Everyone's gotta do what they gotta do, man. But not fuck with each other's lives, bro. Not like that. I want everyone to succeed, but not in a way where it disadvantage people of a certain country, I might think it's bad here. I mean, you got Colombia, Central America. Now, thank God I was not born over there. I could have been born anywhere in this fucking world. I could have been born anywhere, bro. I got born in the US, and I'm fucking thankful for that, bro. But yeah, bro, if I have any more videos, I'll play it right now, chat. I appreciate y'all listening. If y'all even listening to me, if y'all even listening to this, that's basically my trip, y'all. I'm gonna go back to the US today, bro. I'm ready. I miss everything. I want to go back. I miss my life over there. Not here. I don't like it. People, for some reason, here would prefer it here and not over there, because they think, oh, the government, they control me. I'm a slave for the government. Everywhere you're a slave for the government. I mean, do you either want to be a slave for the narcs or do you want to be slave for the government? I mean, you live in fear always. Over here, everyone lives in fear. Over there, what's the worst? Nothing. What's the government gonna do? Fucking bring back Nazi era? Like, I don't know. I highly doubt Nazi era. I don't know. No. That's like so wrong. That would not exist in the Big 25. Not in the Big 25. But like, I'm saying, like, what's the worst the government's gonna do? Take away your rights? Oh no, my reproductive rights. I can't kill a baby no more. Oh no, I mean, it's wrong to just kill a baby, I mean, if you're just doing it for the fuck of it, oh, I didn't get a girl and I got a man, execute the man. If it's a fetus, however they say, because when the baby is forming, it's not really a human yet. Right then and there, that's like killing an ant. Nobody give a fuck about the ant. That's fine, but as soon as it starts has his little hands, his head, and has a brain, and living, the heart's beating, that's when I feel it's wrong for someone to do that. You had all that time before to get your shit together and figure out if you're pregnant or not. And if you're ready to play stupid games, get ready to win stupid prizes. Everyone is making fun of the US. Over here, they saying it's shitty. I don't see it shitty. Over here is fucking garbage. Like, this is terrible. I hate it. I want to go home. I don't like it. Like, goddamn, bro. This is not a dream vacation. I'd rather be over there in Paris or fucking Canada. Every country has their own bad thing. Every country has its own thing. Fortunate I was born to live in the US. I mean, it's difficult being in the US when we're at the global order. We bring order to this fucking world. Like, we gotta make sure you're not stepping out of line. You're not, violating human rights. Because the US apparently doesn't like human rights. And I say there is corruption in the US. Like, if president does 34 counts of felonies on falsely business records, that's fucking wrong. I don't think that's right. Why are you falsifying business records and all that, not even paying taxes when you owe? And I mean, that's wrong. That's fucking wrong. Like, that's fucked up. How am I paying more than you? Well, yeah, guys, that's basically the highlight of this trip, man. I would not come back. I don't want to come back, but if I have to, I mean, this is where I originate from. That's where my parents originate from. So obviously, I have to come visit for them. Bring them. It's cool to buy stuff. I like supporting these local businesses. Always support your local businesses, y'all. Not these big corporations. I mean, if you can, you want. I mean, big corporates are what get government moving. I think without the big corporates over there in the US, we'd be pretty fucked. There's no leverage. Luckily, we're still number one. I don't give a fuck what everyone says, bro. China. But anyways, chat, I'm gonna end this video. I don't know how long I've been rambling on for. Hopefully I'll be back in the US, chat. Let's go.